Hey everybody, it's Tara Bryan, and this is the Course Building Secrets Podcast. If you're an experienced business owner ready to take your income, business, and life to the next level through online course experiences, then you are in the right place. Let's dive in. All right, everybody, in today's episode, I want to talk about one principle that I think will really help you out as you're planning your online course, or even honestly any kind of program that you're creating, is when you are brainstorming what you want to teach, how you want to teach it, what should be in, what should be out. One of the hardest things is remembering how much, or figuring out how much you need to put in and how much do you leave out. One story that I haven't told in a long time that I was just thinking about the other day as we round into fall and I start thinking about skiing again is the example that I give around how much content or information do we need to give people. Because here's the thing. They're actually paying you as an expert to give them the fastest path to being successful. They're giving you their attention, their money, whatever it is that they're giving you, for you to guide them in the direction that will get them to success without them going and going through all of the hurdles of looking it up and researching and doing all the things. So your job is really to simplify the path that they need to go on in order to go from where they are today to where they want to go. And again, one of the stories I tell to illustrate this, that hopefully will give you just a little bit of a peek into how much you need to include and how much you need to keep off, is that literally I tell people you could probably just get rid of like 80% of what you think has to be in there. And usually that stresses people out, but it's true, is people really need what they need at the time they need it. So consider, like, if you are new to skiing, downhill skiing, if you've never done it before, bear with me. If you're a skier, you can just imagine what this would feel like is, so you've decided that you want to learn how to ski, and you go out to the mountains and you get all, dolled up in all of your ski gear. You're all ready to go. You've got your skis, your poles, your boots, all the things. And you take your first lesson and you are headed up in the chairlift. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know how to ski. You don't have any idea how you're going to get down this mountain. And you have two instructors. One is on your left and one is on your right. And the instructor on the right starts telling you all about skiing. They tell you all the information they know about it. They tell you about the history of skiing and, the history of how skis were made and, the performance indicators of your boots and how to use your poles and information about the ski resort and the chairlift and all of the things. And so you get to the top of the mountain and you're just totally overwhelmed. You just you've learned all of these awesome things, which is all super interesting, but you're standing at the top of the mountain looking down and all you can think of is, how am I going to get down this mountain without killing myself? How am I not going to end up in an ambulance at the hospital as I'm going down this hill? I have no idea what to do. And I'm so overwhelmed with all the things that I've just learned that I don't have any clue what I am supposed to be doing. And then, so just, feel that for a moment as you're listening to this. Like, what would that feeling be if you were at the top of the mountain looking down at a steep, a steep snow hill, and you had no idea what to do? You had a lot of information, but you weren't exactly sure what to do in order to stay safe and get down the mountain. And just think of how you would feel, what would be going through your head, and your level of confidence. And then consider the second guide, the person that's on your left. And the person on your left says, okay, So we're going up the mountain. I want to just give you a couple of quick tips, things to think about, and some specific instructions about how the next half hour is going to go. So with your skis, there are two directions that you will go with your skis. One is stopping and one is going. So you really need to understand and be able to stop when you want to and go when you want to. So to stop, you form a pizza with your skis. And if you can imagine what a pizza looks like, right? It's a triangle. So with your skis, you need to make a triangle. So that is how you're going to stop when you're going down the mountain. Then if you would like to go, your skis should be in a French fry pattern, which means they are parallel and there are two French fries that are going straight. Now, when we get up there, you're going to go and you're going to follow me, and we're going to, go very slowly in sort of a snake pattern down the mountain. And when you want to go, you put your skis in a pizza or in a French fries. When you want to stop, you put your skis in a pizza. And you're just going to follow me all the way down. And when we get down, then we'll learn some additional techniques. So consider that. Which instructor do you want to be with when you're standing on the top of the mountain? Right? The one who gives you all of the detail and all the information from now until the end of time of all of the things that they want to tell you about skiing because they're so passionate about it? Or the instructor that says, here's what we need to be successful in our first step, to get you down the mountain safely. Here are the couple of things that you need to know, right? Obviously, you would want to work with the person on the left who is going to tell you the specific techniques that you need to get down the mountain and no more. Because then you get down the mountain with that instructor on the left and you go have a beer or a soda or whatever else in the chalet. And now you can have a conversation about the skis and the ski hill and the history of skiing and all the things that you're probably now going to be interested in, that you've taken that first step and you've gotten in the game and you've had some success. And so often what we do when we try and teach people is we try and give them everything and then wonder why they can't do anything. So think of that example as you're putting together your course. Now, just to get really practical and give you some specific tips, one way to do this is after you've sort of done your initial brain dump of what you want to teach, all the things, then you can organize it in 3 different buckets. The first one is, what do they need to know? Like, what do they need to know right now to be able to do the thing that you want them to do? So what's the absolute need to have? Then, what are the nice to have things? What's nice for them to have in order for them to successfully do what you are teaching them to do, right? So put those into 2 different buckets. What's absolutely they have to have? Like, if I don't know how to stop and I am going down a mountain, that is a need to have. I have to have that information, that particular step in order to be successful, right? There's no question. What my skis are made of, that may be a nice to know. I may not need that in order to get down the mountain. So that would go in the nice to have column. And then the third bucket that I also like to add is like, what are all the resources or additional nice to have kind of extra things that may be valuable? So maybe a checklist, maybe maybe some articles, maybe a podcast, maybe something that will help enhance my experience, but I don't necessarily need to have it. So there you go. So need to have, nice to have, and then like the extra things that are sort of outside of both of those, but still part of the experience you want to give them. All right, there you go. That is your practical tip for today. So what I encourage you to do is go out to our Course Building Secrets Creator Lab and grab the take home sheet that we have for you. Fill that out. Use the columns to do need to know, nice to know, and then kind of the extra things. And really think about that as you're structuring your course and how you're putting it together, that you're really focused on building that roadmap around only the need to have things at the time, in terms of where they are, like what level they're in, or sort of where they are in the journey. All right, there you go. That is your course building secret tip of the day.
Hey everybody, are you a business owner ready to streamline and scale your business? Imagine solving the biggest business challenges with clarity, a strategy, and a clear plan. Hey, I'm Tara Bryan, and I want to invite you to take the first step towards transforming your business with a free 30-minute discovery call. This call is an opportunity to discuss your goals, identify key challenges, and learn how my mentorship program can help you achieve the success you're aiming for. In just a half hour, we'll explore how you can scale your business by enhancing your authority strategy, engagement strategy, and retention strategy. You'll get personalized advice and a clear path forward. Ready to take the first step? Click on the link below that's in the show notes to book your free discovery call now. I hope to talk to you soon.